Only wake me for happy hour or snack time. Is it happy hour or snack time? Don't wake me unless it's happy hour or snack time. Hey y'all, welcome back to DIY Vibe. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, but you should definitely subscribe so you can keep up with all the projects that I'm doing. Today's project is actually going to be customizing the sleep mask with some heat vinyl and then our heat press and then silhouette cameo cord. So keep watching to see what we create. Alright, so right now I am just in Canva creating the design already. I know what I wanted to say. I wanted to say only wait for happy hour and snack time, but I'm trying to figure out a nice font. Like I want it to be kind of a cursive, feminine, but I also want it to be like bold and easy to read because I like that, but I like that and I like that and I also like that, but I also like that. I'm going to go back to this one. I wouldn't do the whole design. Yeah, we're using Strickland, and no, I think it's Strickland font. There we go. I like that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is download it. Make sure I have the transparent background. Oh, it did go. All right, there it goes. Okay, so now I've imported my design into the Silhouette Studio. So next what I want to do is really just measure out my sleep mask to see how big I want the design. So it's about 8 inches long. I think I want it maybe like 5.5 inches long. No, probably like 5, just to account for like the curve of my face on the side, and I want it to be centered in the middle. So I feel like 5 inches gives it a full like 1.5 inches on the side, so then it'll be centered, maybe even a little 4.75 ish, something like that. So I'm just gonna size that down. Yeah, 4.8, whatever. That works too. And because this is heat vinyl, because this is heat transfer vinyl, what you want to do is actually flip your design. So if you're using the Silhouette Cameo Studio, you'll double click if you have a Mac or right click if you have Windows, and then you want to put flip horizontally. So then it'll basically say everything backwards, because when you're thinking about heat transfer vinyl, it cuts it, but then when you actually press it on there, you're gonna flip it over to press it. So that's why I flipped my design, and now we can go ahead and cut it. I almost never throw away vinyl unless it's like something where I just know I can't fit anything on it. But usually I save all of my scraps. I even have like a little jar for them too. But I save all of my scraps of vinyl because you never know when you'll have another design that can fit right on a smaller piece. So I'm gonna use this one. It's more than 5 inches long and it's also more than 1 inch wide, so it'll fit my design. Vinyl it's not super expensive, but it's also not cheap. So whenever you can save some, it's always good. Okay, so I am letting it cut. It's also cutting on a blade setting of 4. Now I can cut out my design. Just hold it to the light, make sure you don't actually cut the actual design. And when I was talking about saving vinyl before, like I'll save this piece, but I'm gonna cut the design out of here, but I won't actually save this leather piece because I don't believe I'll be doing anything with something that small. But let's do it. My favorite part, weeding out the design. This is actually my least favorite part, in case you didn't catch that sarcasm. All right, now this is my favorite part. Weeding is my least favorite, but this is my favorite. When you actually hook the edge, and put that in the middle so you guys can actually see my favorite part. When you're actually peeling it and you're revealing the design, that is my favorite part. But you gotta do it slow so you make sure you don't like rip the design. Like just look at that. It's like all that like hard work of weeding things out, the little like middle of the O's, the middle of the A's and all that. It's like it pays off just for you to be able to reveal your design like this. And boom. Yeah. All right. But just like that, it's over. So this is what I was talking about too when I meant that we had to flip our design. So it cut backwards, but then when we press it, we're gonna turn it this way and then actually press it on the sleep mask. Okay, so our heat press is almost heated up. It's sitting at like $2.99. I wanted it at $300. I chose to go for a lower temperature than I usually do with like regular t-shirts or just regular cotton items, because I would rather press it longer on a lower temperature. And yeah, I would just rather have to press it longer on a lower temperature rather than using a higher temperature and burning whatever item you're trying to press. So I chose 300 just as a starting, and we'll see what happens. I'm just like stretching out the material, just trying to make sure the design is actually like flat on here, so that way it won't catch any wrinkles or anything. Making sure my design is centered. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna let it go for the full 12 seconds and we shall see what happens. Woo! Shake some of that heat out. It feels hot, but that thing doesn't mean anything. Oh, it did work. Okay, so 300 works. I feel like this is like a satin type of material. I don't know. I should have Googled it, but that was good. I'm gonna press it one more time. Let's do it one more time. I just want to make sure that it actually like stays, and you know, it's like, I don't know, I want that adhesive to be adhesived to that sleep mask. This thing be sounding so violent, but it's really not. Is it happy hour or snack time? Which one? There's no other reason you would have woken me. This came out so cute, guys. So if you want to create this lovely mask, just follow along with the tutorial. Bye guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one.